Stand to my corners and welcome back to another episode of Rogue Tech as we continue the campaigns of Coppertop's Cannoneers. And last time we finally showed up at the mighty games planet of Solaris, and today, well, we're going to be doing a heck of a lot more of that. Hello Antonites, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us as we're slowly loading. Unfortunately, there were like 15,000 different updates, and yeah, they wanted to delete my entire cache, which we couldn't have, so we're going to be a little bit far behind, but that's not too terrible. After all, since the online map isn't working anyway, who cares? Well, it's between seasons, so same difference, more or less. Hello, Mr. T405. Welcome to the stream as we're about to get things started in here, waiting for everything to actually load up in the gameplay itself. So, last time we showed up at Solaris, made a whole bunch of money, bought a whole bunch of things, which was really fun. We got some news that we don't really care about at the moment. And yeah, we're looking to earn even more of that cash. We're finally actually re-upgrading the Leopard, which is something we haven't done in very well. Solaris VII's, we like the Seabills, give us the Seabills. We did a pretty decent job of it last time too. We made it quite a bit of money. I'm actually really happy with the state of things and how much we were able to make last time, and I'm hoping that we can just continue to keep that cash train, money train, something train moving. So with all of that mostly out of the way, we have to do a quick check, make sure that all of our pilots are being used or have been used at this point. Oh no, we have people. We still have people available. Okay, so we can still turn this around and go right back into another mission. We're gonna have to, oh yeah, that's right. All of the missions are regenerated. Hello, Silent Raider, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Boss it all. Alright, we gotta figure ourselves a mission that will pay out well without being too dangerous. 4v4 deathmatch sounds perfect. It'll be a nice, easy battle against an enemy that we are well versed in actually scoring off against. 4 mechs versus our 4 mechs. I do actually think that we will utterly annihilate them. So 1.5 million Seabills is the potential reward for a job well done. We're not going to want to spend too much cash then in order to actually field this group, because if we can field a super cheap company, then we can make the most out of our money. So 75-ton Helopolis brings us up to 212. And if I field the 60-ton Omni, it'd be 235, right? So the Helopolis is probably the cheapest thing we could actually put in the field. I will do a quick check Arizona Ranger, but I doubt it. Yeah, that's much more expensive. The Helopolis just doesn't have any advanced tech in it, and so it's super cheap and super easy to get it on the field. Alright, so let's put Simbri inside of, I don't know, Big Iron. Do we have weighted? We do have weighted. We'll put him back in his Helopolis. What are you up to at this point? You are at a 39 of 60. Really? Now, I suppose I have in several missions where we haven't actually fielded him in it, so I suppose I can see the reason why he might not be as far along as I otherwise might like. I am half tempted to bring, like, the effort or something along, sort of roll with it on that one, but I'm not positive on that. Holy, what are you used to driving? Ebon Jag, Hunchback, and Catapult. Kind of want to bring the Sun Spider. Sun Spider's more powerful. Kyogre, we'll put you in the Sun Spider because you should be relatively okay in that one. And Holy, I guess I'll throw you just in. Actually, no, let's bring in one of our low people. Say Lowbrow, Rockets, or Stormwind. Rocket is in. We'll bring Storm. So Stormy and that, give him a little bit more experience. That is the other big thing that we're currently working on as long as we're... Hello, Brick. Welcome to the stream. The other thing we are working on as long as we're here on Solaris is a relatively safe environment to train up pilots. Relatively and safe. Because we know what the opposition's going to be. That's what makes it safe-ish. If I know that I'm not going to be facing, like, 14 to 20 something units, then I can actually relatively safely put people on the field. A simple force v force, well, I think I'm smarter than the AI, and I think that our mechs are better than the AIs, so I think we have an opportunity to do some things. Although, yeah, 2.5 skill, probably not going to be anything too heavy. Definitely not going to be any assaults that are worth taking, unfortunately, actually, kind of. Hello, Shadow Swordmaster, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, as we about to make that money. All the cash. I need all the cash. 1.5 million Seabills minus 212. It's actually closer to 1.6. So that'll be lovely. One, that'll put us back into, I believe, having enough money to start the beginning of next month. And two, that'll start us putting again into more upgrade territory, which we need. I don't think there's anything left for us to buy on the planet, though. So let's drop down and get things underway. Alright, it's going to be a nice, rather small map, I hope. Ah, this one. Okay, how big are the extensions? This is basically the vanilla map size. Interesting. Okay, and we're fielding ourselves basically on the side of the map where the enemy reinforcements normally spawn from. That's pretty cute. Looks like they actually get to hold that, the facility over there. I know there's a dropship that'll land in, like in the corner, so Place ourselves right in here. Gives us cover, gives us some high ground that we can try and take it if we want to. Shouldn't be too... we're already ranged. Never mind.
Simply lovely.
We got a Thunderbolt, a Cicada, and then there should be at least 2 more other units. Don't see them just yet. I'm going to reserve and let the enemy sort of figure out what it is they want to do. Can we bet C-bills on my victory? I mean, you could. I don't know how I would pay you back for it. It's still... Well, shit. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy beating the ever-loving crap out of you. How bad is it? That's the first question that we have to ask ourselves. How bad is it? Is bad. Is very bad. Well,
Commander.
have you ever wanted to see what a battle like this can happen when you don't get to move? That's a fascinating little that they've decided to come with. I'm gonna have to kill them without actually having to do anything. Or I may be able to get lucky and they'll shoot, I don't know, PPC shots over towards me. Beginning to think jump jets are mandatory now. I wouldn't go that far. Get back here, you little fly. Nope, no PPCs. So we are just gonna have to chill. So 1, 2, 3, and where is your last one? Alright, I'm just gonna assume everybody's good. Alright, Texas Red, obviously we're not gonna... Oh, actually no, Texas Red has jump jets. Has good jump jets too. Okay, so Texas Red will be able to move. Texas Red was the most vulnerable of our units, so the ability to bounce along will actually be very useful. Already got a good hit and penetration on that one, so pretty nice. The Sun Spider does not have jump jets. And the Minefield, oh god. Minefield is insane. If I were to try and back off, 84. I guess I'll just have to sit still and hope things work out. So that's not too great. I would like to remove the Cicada from the equation, so I shall indeed attempt that. We're outside of high explosive range, which sucks, but I can still utilize normal ones. I will set over to range mode to give myself a much better chance to actually hit the target. We missed with that, however, the rest of it did manage to follow up pretty decently.
How's it going?
Oh good, you already managed to break your gun. Right. I was having a pretty terrible day, but I was hoping it was going to get better. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yes, Commander.
And the Holopolis luckily does not actually need to move. So I'm going to pick out you. I'm then going to drop shells on you. That was nowhere near the target, and I don't even know what postcode that was addressed to. But hey, that was just turn 1. We got a movement on 21. That'll be the Cicada. He's only equipped with lasers now, and a Striker Mark 1. Okay, I can work with that. Well, since the Cicada has decided he's not going to be doing anything useful, I should be able to actually gang up on something. Set the light ultra gauss to a single shot, because anything more than that will probably get it blown up, and I would rather not have it explode at this time. Set this thing back down to damage mode, out of range of damage mode apparently. We'll use standard mode then. And I guess we're just going to let him up. Oh good, we are in high explosive range, so that'll help out considerably with the damage dealing. Could have been worse, could have been better. Holy, the big red button isn't the jump jets, it's the eject mech. Don't push. Hopefully they have a long time to clear the mines for you. Nah, if they had a long time, they would have fired it by now.
What are your orders, Skipper?
I'm actually really concerned and confused, I guess, as to where the enemy actually is. How are you? I don't know how you moved
All
here,
systems
but
nominal.
I'm just going to shoot you for it. The last warship. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully you enjoyed this time.
I got you.
Oh good, a good penetration into his back and has made him unsteady. I have a Holopolis, which is, eager for targets. What do we got? A Manticore. Ah, okay. So that's not too terrible, all things considered. Set these over to direct mode. After all, we can see him, so we may as well go for it. Hit on with a Warlord, because we're going to hit him with a ton of bricks. Oh, that hit dead on, and then he's dead because of the arrow. Feeling pretty good about that one. Alright, Big Iron, who is going to struggle to actually hit targets because he's standing right behind the Sun Spider, so I am a little bit worried about firing. Luckily, didn't need to worry. He took the target out completely. So now just the Manticore, which will miss with it. If he had fired towards everybody else and missed and hit the ground, that would have actually removed the mines, which would have been great.
Waiting for order.
Alright, Big Iron, obviously you can't move, so reserve.
Orders?
And the Sun Spider similarly cannot move, so we'll just take aim and see if we can't break the Cicada before it can move. Okay, that was really terrible. Oh shoot, I didn't set over the ATMs because he's at the edge of of our high explosive ATM range. Are you running away? Wait, Texas Red took a hit. Really? Really? For Christ's sake. Stormwind, we need to have a talk.
Copy that.
Oh, that was really terrible, actually. At least he was able to kill the cicada in one final round of shooting. So there is that working for us, sort of. And then the big iron still doesn't have a target, so we'll once again reserve.
Awaiting orders.
And Helopolis doesn't have direct targets anymore. Because the enemy is out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind. Not really, but we'll go with that one. Don't need the shape charge anymore. We'll switch over to Infernos because he's a tank. And we'll just start barraging. So what's the missions like tonight? It's going to be a whole bunch of Solaris missions. And then there's going to be a lot of frustration because somebody just doesn't have a target. Because of mines.
Roger.
That's what we're dealing with. Hello, Havengar. Welcome to the stream. Again, you don't have a target, so you can preserve.
Standing by.
The Sun Spider could potentially shoot. I will also have you reserve.
Good to go.
This is going to get annoying.
Confirm.
We'll bring along Texas Red. Try and get a solid shooting into the back of the target.
Double time.
Right
Let's
on
go.
in there. Please don't break your mech.
Affirmative.
Best as you can. Let me guess, you spread that across the entirety of the enemy. Yes, you did. One at the back, one at the side. Could have been better.
How
Could have
might
been
I
worse. Reserve. You move first. Try and move away or something.
They're getting the angle on me.
No, that would have been really rough. Or theoretically could have been. But we have it
Ready
under
for orders.
control. Sun Spider, you have actually walked yourself into my range. So please suffer and die.
You have
And
orders.
then waited. Can actually hit him theoretically.
Confirm.
That was not great. But that was dead on. Okay, good.
That vehicle is
Okay, so that was annoying.
Successful.
Kill them all, of course. That's the job. Yeah, that was incredibly annoying. That was really, really annoying. That had the opportunity to completely ruin the entire night. But no, luckily we were able to pull on through that one, and we made a whole bunch of money. Unfortunately, Stormwind managed to somehow injure himself. I don't know how. He took a single shot to the head, but that doesn't guarantee an injury. It was 5 damage, which means he had to roll a really terrible guts roll. So, Stormwind, congratulations. You have the Glass Jaw Award. And now the Sun Spider also needs to go back and get repaired because the Ultra Double Gauss needs to be patched up because it jammed. Because that's what Ultra Gausses do. They jam and explode themselves instead of just jamming like normal Ultra weapons. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them days, ain't it? Hopefully we're not gonna run into another one of those. Quad mine launcher 20s. Or fast cam launcher 20s. Something to that effect. It was unpleasant. Gotta go quick check over to the mech bay. Sun Spider was indeed not damaged, but we're gonna set him up for his repairs should they actually work out. It'll take us a day and 5,000 CBs. He hit his head on the jump ship button, clearly. Stupid question, will the dry erase marker clean off laminated paper easily? I'm thinking so, but for some reason I can't recall. I would imagine so.
Let you know when that's done.
I don't know. Probably? Because dry erase marker on plastic? Yeah, that should. We're steadily accruing a group of things. Although, oh yeah, the Talos got really ripped up that time. Right, I recall. The final battle that we fought on Wednesday was really rough on our people. Next, oh, not the store. We don't need the store. Should, yay. And if not, there's ways of getting permanent marker off of things like that. So I would imagine that it would work the same. 8v8, another 8v8. It's only a 1 skull. I could probably pull off something pretty interesting on that. The reason why I don't want to take any of the higher ones is because they pay out terribly. Although I suppose I could take Bad Revenant and just bring VTOLs and just zip in, zip out. That has worked swimmingly in the past. If you use alcohol, yeah, there it is. Alright, so we'll go with something easy then. Because the goal is to get paid. Although if I can find a 4v4... I mean, it's there, but it pays out so much less. So I want the monies. Give me the monies. It's technically an 8v8. I think I can pull it off doing a 4v4. Although I would need to be very careful because I'm running out of cheap mech alternatives. We don't have a great number of... Oh, this might work. 138 and 191. Perfect. We don't have a great number of mechs that can... This has to be done. We don't have a great number of cheap mechs, unfortunately, because we tend to very much lean into... Dear God, where'd that fly? Sorry, I'm completely losing my train of thought. We don't have a number of cheap battle mechs, which we would normally be able to just constantly turn around and spam out very aggressively, unfortunately. We'll bring Lowbrow. Lowbrow, you can drive the Rubik's Cube. Try not to break it. I'm gonna go for it. I think we can handle a 4v8. BattleTech and Rum? I wish. So are you planning to wait till the Solaris season pops up for you and buy a match license? Sure, we could. I don't know when the next start of the Solaris season is going to happen, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Because I would actually like to get some single one-on-one duel matches, because the fact that every single one of these is a 4v4 or an 8v8 is actually kind of getting to me now at this point. I came here for duels. One-on-one. Single, glorious, man-to-man combat. And we're not getting any of that. So, a little disappointing. Because I like the way in which duels play out in this game. They can be very interesting, based on what sort of weapons you're going to want to use in that sort of situation. And it only pops up once every in-game year. Oh, I thought it was once every few months. Can't remember when that is. Well, we're going to be here for a little while, although we are just cruising through everything. Mecco. Indeed, that is how it is. With enough money, you could buy... Yes, we could buy light mechs with enough money, but the only mech they're selling is a bombardier, and who wants a bombardier? I mean, I suppose theoretically, if we make enough money, it might not be the worst thing in the world. It's a 65 or 70 ton battle mech, so we could convert it into something. Maybe an arrow carrier. I do need more light things. Alright, there we go. I do need some lighter, cheaper mechs. At some point, I will actually be able to like speak properly again. Oh, we have control of deploy. All right, we didn't actually deploy within range of the enemy, so we get to walk, which means the first turn gets to be, I guess, supposed nulled. So we'll work on that.
On my way. On it.
Although that does mean that we're all going to be nice and tightly clustered together. There they are. Oh goodness, that looks big. Please don't be mines. Please don't be mines. Okay, there wasn't mines. It's a bombard. Bombards are terrible indeed. It's 50 ton. It's 50 ton for you're a monster for not buying it. Oh, A, it's a bombard. B, it's a bombardiers are indeed. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're right. I had it in my head, the one mech that was being used by Warden for a while. Oh, it's a fire truck. Okay, never mind. I thought for a second we were dealing with Long Tom. That's an urban tank. Okay, that's a thing if you want to do that. There's a lot of vehicles on this. I can't help but feel they may not have realized just who it is they got into a fight with. Still no line of sight. Probably won't get a line of sight until the start of the next turn. Aside from our artillery, which is going to immediately start barraging the fire truck because that's funny to me.
Ready to get it on.
Rubik's Cube also going to swift over to the side. He will actually be able to engage.
Aye, aye.
So we're going to set up, we're going to target, and we're going to murder. Okay, not great accuracy. So Inferno fire truck, so I'm assuming he's got some form of additional tech in order to make it super torchy. And you're going to rush up to the edge as well.
Roger.
And next turn, you guys will come around. My artillery tank will come over, or my artillery mech will come over and utterly annihilate you. Do you really want to get close to me in a harasser? I want you to ask yourself that question.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The brain is slow today. Been busy lately? Been very busy lately, and also not feeling well today. So
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
I think I'm coming down with something, which is very unfortunate. We are going to set fire to them, though. And hopefully that'll make you feel better. That was a good shot. Okay, it was just a shake from the building collapsing. I thought for a moment our Inferno missiles had somehow become much more powerful than they otherwise were. Inferno fire truck moving on forward. That's not gonna save him. Up armored Celadon. Oh, so that's an AC-20 right there. And we've got some counter missile fire coming in from the urban tank, which was rather accurate, I might add, which is annoying, which means I should probably focus on it. Me too. I very much do. All right, let's bring. Yes. Everybody say grace. I mean, I could, but why would I want to? That would be a much better shot. I could, but again, terrible accuracy. Terrible accuracy. So really, we're just dealing with a whole bunch of inabilities to actually hit the broadside of a barn. No, I don't need to hit that close. Did something drift off and hit you? It looked like it did. Okay, Centurion moving right on up. Missing, thankfully. And our bolt-on AMS has things mostly under control. Hopefully it's not serious. I hope so.
How's it going?
Probably just the cold. Alright, Marauder around the corner. Oh goodness. Maybe I shouldn't have gone quite so aggressively around that corner. Fire.
Engaging target.
Yeah, no more fire truck.
Vehicle down.
Deal AoE from point of impact and beyond. Remember those guns are basic numbers? Yeah, I know. But unfortunately, because they're direct fire instead of working, their chance of missing and going right on past it is worryingly high. So when you're targeting tanks, that cannot work out super great for you. Keep walking.
Got it.
And we're going to drop on you because this is probably... not that. This is probably going to start up a major explosion, but that's kind of the point.
Tell me what to shoot.
Yep, that did it. Oh yeah. Yeah, he did not live on that one.
Bye-bye.
Now the real question is, was the Marauder too close? I don't think it was, but it might have been. Marauder, how be ye? You're missing a lot of frontal armor. So I'm starting to think that maybe you were.
Barely hit, Commander.
Yeah, apparently you took a whole ton of damage to your back somehow.
Commander?
Oh right, because it wraps around. I remember. So you were a little bit too close, although you didn't take any stability damage from it, so that's excellent. And we have dealt with the major players in the game at this point. The Harasser is a bit of a debatable. He can do 120 damage at a time. Should he hit you with everything? But, I mean, is he going to hit you with everything? Really? Well, maybe. Some of the time. Alright, I think we'll just break the Wasp. You shoot enough missiles at a Wasp, eventually it'll implode. Hello, Noble. Welcome to the stream. That's exactly how I switched to Twin Hags on my crab from Twin Risk Silver. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Risk Silver bullets. We did it mostly as a meme. And because it was requested. So, we gave it a shot. I'm not really thrilled with it. I don't think I'm getting much for what I've invested into it. It's super heavy. That Wasp got switched? Yep. Rubik's Cube is very capable of handling things much smaller than it. Big Iron, your next target is obviously going to have to be the Centurion over there. Because I think he's packing... Oh, yeah, that's a CA9H. So we are luckily on the correct side. Unfortunately, we didn't fully break him properly. So, Grace, you're going to have to actually accomplish something this time instead of just looking like the world's most expensive and ugliest paperweight. Oh god, the accuracy's just not there. Fire! If he gets a chance to shoot at me, I'm going to be very annoyed. Yeah, Grace is garbage. I think that is pretty clear. Oh, wow, that was far more effective than we thought, but hey, we'll take it. 18 tons is a bit much for a giant sandblaster. It's not even a very good sandblaster, that's the thing. Like, the Hag does it better. Oh, but you can hit multiple people around the target that you're shooting at. Use artillery. From longer range, plus indirect fire, plus better weapon systems. Like, thumpers are better and cheaper. Oh, really, just they were a horrible idea. And either need some significant buffs or just total overhaul. I like the fact that you totally missed that entirely again. Oh, did I say? I meant the opposite of that. Alright, so at least he's on fire for a little bit. Although his LRMs are starting to become annoying, I'm going to have to invest quite a few people into dealing with that. The Harasser is going to be annoying because he can deal a lot of damage up front, but he's going to deal more damage over time. So let's go handle him. I don't need to worry about much of any of that. I am a little worried now that I've placed the Harasser behind me. After all, he's going to do something about that. But, hi, Mr. Urban Tank. Enjoy. 3 shots right on the front. How did we do? Oh no, we spread it across both sides and then the front.
I'm listening.
As you do.
Heading out.
That's a good shot on the Harasser. Unfortunately, the Harasser is close to me and therefore would hurt myself if I were to do that. Thus proving my point that Risk Silver Bullet Gauss rifles are terrible.
Oh, the trigger. That one
Grace is garbage. I don't think you can argue
Aye, aye.
anything other than Grace is absolute garbage. Alrighty. Let's move you right on like so.
Heading out.
They gave it you. Wonderful. That's taken care of. But when they do hit, they hit hard. I mean, do they?
Vehicle destroyed.
I've never
can I
actually
do
seen them
for you?
hit effectively before. Alright, so you wanted to play the game of who is the biggest and most powerful. Let's play that game. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel
So no
bad
more
about
urban tank to
you
have to worry
little
about.
guys.
Now we just got one more target. This little, yeah, harasser missile platform in the middle of the sea. Or this small little shallow lake area. Alright, he managed to hit us with 3 or so missiles. And unfortunately, he's now also in the... I want to kill that fly so bad.
Let's do this.
He's now standing inside of the little electrical storm, and so hitting him is going to be the most gigantic pain in the behind.
Knocking on target.
But if we do hit him, he's dead. Just like that.
One more for the train.
Alright, so we managed to take on 2 versus 1. Paid out very little on that one. There will be some repairs, especially on the Holopolis, that are going to take a little while. The problem is, unfortunately, that because we have so many amazing clan mechs, trying to... Did I get him? Because we have so many clan mechs that are really good at taking like high difficulty, high tier missions that pay out like multi-million C-bills, we're kind of struggling when we manage to clear out those high-paying multi-million C-bill payouts on the planet. Because now we've got a whole bunch of 8v8s. There's 1 4v4, and then 2 missions which are recovery missions. And trying to field enough people onto one of those 8v8s while also making some money off of that can actually be a bit of a pain. So I finally ran my Fafnir with its snub heavy Gauss rifle, and its madness when it connects. It's about 6x's, can deal 210 damage per gun. If it's per gun, that's phenomenal. If it's not, then I have a mech that I could sell you. It's a Savage Wolf. It's packing 2 Ultra 20s. All right, relatively cheap repairs on that one, although we're not making an optimal amount of cash at this point. I think I have, what, 2 more pilots left, and they're both MVs? You're a V, you're an MV. Yeah, okay. So let's go grab one last mission before our rest cycle. I could take this one or this one. This one might be dangerous, that's my concern. Remove all the pilots. Ifrit and AWACS. We'll put Clueless inside this. Flimsy can go in the AWACS. And we'll rock. That's why I kind of feel like we should have stashed some mediums and lights instead of selling them. I mean, we didn't even know we were going to be coming here for the longest time. And also, at the time, we didn't have, like, the room for it. So. We had other things that we wanted to focus on. Because normally we focus on, like, actual, like, war fighting. Instead of, you know, trying to do Solaris VII matches. By the time we actually, like, really serious... Jeez, what is wrong with my beard? By the time we actually, like, seriously considered that we wanted to come over to Solaris VII, things had gotten very interesting. So, this, however, we should be able to just show up and leave. Where Blake is destroying the Turians? That happens! Base Texas getting annihilated by religious fanatics. Alright. More quick money. That is what this is all about. The fastest of cash.
Initiated.
And you don't care, still don't care. Alright, how close can I get you? Is that as close as it gets? Probably is, okay. And just because I want to extract every last bit of advantage I can, we'll do that. We'll pass right on through, and we'll ignore everything. And the great advantage of fielding VTOLs is we don't need to worry about whether or not the enemy can mine us, because we fly. The enemy go first.
Who fights over a place like this?
Because our first round of movement is not going to be great. The momentum system in place for VTOLs means that the position that we actually decided to spawn in suffers a little bit. Although, what the heck is this? Huh? Okay. Apparently, our deploy is existing in a way that it should not. Okay, I was a little worried about that. Turians are space Texas. Then Texas is a bit more new cappy than I thought. Due the travel time to get here, I think it would be a waste of money to keep lights. Yeah, for the most part. Alright.
Commander.
Let's go. Next turn will be on the tile. What are you? You're Orion. Oh, that's pretty impressive. We did manage to hit him though with a little bit of the defense on that, so that should be somewhat helpful. Although clearly he hasn't actually moved.
Got it.
So we'll aim at a distance on him and we'll just fire his way. A couple of shots ought to make the enemy think twice. I mean, it's not, but this is... Well, this is what I get for trying to be a little bit aggressive. Point defense! Holding the line. It's doing well. As well as can be expected. Oh, but then we nailed him directly with artillery, which is beautiful. Alright, Ifrit. It'll move in like that. Hi! Blackjack. Savage Wolf PR2. Okay. Vindicator. Flea. Yeah, and here I thought that Orion was going to be the biggest issue on the docket. Just going to drop everything we got.
Firing.
We're just going to hit him with everything that'll make his life painful. Wow, the number of bombs that actually managed to hit target were really terribly small. Oh, you may actually be able to get accurate fire on me. Ooh, I may end up paying for this one. Round 1K, on fire, not accurate. The PR2 though is the one that I'm really worried about. Everybody else is window dressing. Also, knowing where we're escaping from will also be quite helpful. Ow? Seriously? You're doing that from one of these patches? I got questions. I don't know what that was, but I'm sure as heck is happy we had the point defense. As the Texan Turians are space Arkansas. Right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he's through the armor.
Reporting internal damage.
Yeah, that's why I was most worried about the Savage Wolf. Okay, getting out of here is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean, dear Christ. In here. Get up to 4. You better believe I'm taking that 4. Target the Savage Wolf. Although the Savage Wolf is actually going to struggle hitting us with anything, so there's that. Because he's already packing all kinds of heat over the line. Alright, where's my evac zone, please? That's a hell of a trip. Oh, thank God. Alright, I can work with that. Zip on over here at maximum speed, get ourselves up to a speed of 5 now, and get that range.
Going full throttle.
Now the enemy, who is currently in the middle of my jamming sphere for... Let's see what you do. Ah, that's what I was hoping. So the AWACS is currently jamming the ever-loving crap out of everybody, and the AWACS will be moving in. And you overheated. I think the enemy has realized the sheer danger of what he's dealing with. The most dangerous mech now is the Merlin. Because I can get away from pretty much everything else. Well, and whatever the flea's packing. Smoke grunts, I guess? That's the Pirate Savage Wolf would be nice. Would be worth the part to reduce our costs. I mean, if we could get our hands on it, sure, but we can't. Also, it isn't. Yes, it is the Pirate, but it's not worth it because when I compare our Savage Wolf that we have, that is the LRMs, the one that is the Arrow, and the one that is the Pirate version, the costs are pretty much the same. So it doesn't actually give us any savings on that. Oh goodness, that's not good.
Watch the flank. Watch the flank.
How are you hitting medium lasers from that far from a mineral field against an Ifrit with an evasion of 5 next to somebody who's got that powerful a jamming set on? I just don't understand. My irritation. Well, we're almost out of here. Evasion of 6, I'm hoping will take us away. Now we just need to worry about them shooting down our AWACS. And next turn we should get out.
Orders.
Ooh, maybe the turn after that.
Understood. Moving fast.
Battle mech power up detected.
Now he's turning on. Oh, what? Who? Oh, they're probably shooting at my sensor ghost. The pilots took super cocaine with hyperfocus.
Yes,
Clearly. Luck or cheating? Why not both? I'm almost out, but I'm not quite. Can't get up to 6, although I need to start, like, slowing down. Because I can't be traveling too fast, otherwise I won't be able to stop in time in order to hit the evac zone. We'll have to hopefully make sure that we get out on that one. Oh, Blackjack's still chasing along.
Aye, aye.
Flimsy can just go right for the evac zone. Look at that.
Roger.
Again, we're trying to make sure that we don't overshoot. Whee! Okay, beautiful. Next turn, we're going to reserve a whole bunch, and then we're going to get out.
They're getting the angle on me.
This is why we're going to wait until the end of next turn, because they're going to be able to shoot at us with those LRMs, and as long as he's got an open rotor like that, just going to check to make sure I can slow down. I can. Okay. Beautiful. Their last opportunity to try and stop us.
Commander.
Oh no, you're the same one.
Enemy
I'm going to take
flank.
his shot. Good, good. Still fine. Although I still think the Savage Wolf might have a shot on us because of... Yeah, and the Blackjack also rushing up as fast as he
I'm
can.
being flanked.
Not hitting us. So there is that. Mr. Orion with his LRMs. Lovely. Now the only one left that we really need to worry about is the Savage Wolf. Who did not shoot. Okay, good. AWACS. Stop in the zone.
Moving out.
Grace.
Standing by.
You. Stop in the zone.
Moving out.
We win! You lose. How that works. Brilliant.
Successful.
And that's how you cheese these things. Although, if we had a faster VTOL with an ECM set, I wonder if that would be an even better flag carrier. Although you do have to think about slowing down and stopping towards the end of it, but still, it might be fairly useful. 522,000. That'll be the last of our pilots exhausted by the entire shenanigans. And yeah, free repairs, as usual. We'll have to pay for drop costs, which I'll take it. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay for it, but I'll take it. This will be like another week or so. No, less. It's like 5 days. And we'll be able to turn that around. Get all of our mechs patched up. Oh, maybe not the Talos. The Talos is a 7-day sync. So the Talos is probably not going to be back and ready for the next cycle we're on. Wow, everybody's stealing stuff from Diamond Shark. Jerks. Alright, how long are we dealing with it? 7 days on the Talos, 7 days on Big Iron. So Big Iron and the Talos probably not coming back. Oh, right, because Big Iron was in that big explosion. 2 days on this. That's not great. Just a whole bunch of single day syncs on that. Alright, we're going to be out for at least the rest of the week. Or most of the rest of the week. More days. There we go. That's all of our pilots happy, except for the pilots who are out because of injuries. Stormwind, who managed to get a glass jaw, and I forget what happened to Ewan Welder. However, our mechs are not ready to go because we were basically taking up 2 of our slots with people who had week-long repair jobs. So everybody else got bumped down the list of priority. It's still going to be another like 4 days before I can actually get everything done. 2 days on this, and then 2 days for these 3, and then 1 more day for that. Rebuild Grace. I don't have the base space for it at the moment. So later we'll get. Besides, Grace is a battle mech, not an omni mech. So rebuilding Grace would take literally months. So it is what it is, and unfortunate at that. Anyway, cycle through. 1 more day to get the Sunspider back, which I want. That'll also be 1 more day for the munitions jump in the Argo.
Network orders complete, boss.
which that puts us
Top-notch
at
work, if I
the
may say so.
cheapest level that we're going to get now. I believe that is the last. Oh, wrong thing. That is the last of all that. So engineering, yeah. Got a drop tonnage cost, which we're going to want at some point. We are in a good position to pick up the next level hospital, which is the next most expensive upgrade. High G burn is another, but I mean, high G burn gets expensive. An additional 3,000 Seables or so. $1.4 million Seables. I can totally afford it, or I can take a look at the store. Or I can take something cheaper and see what the store is going to change over to next month, which may actually be the right decision to make. We can actually afford that Zhukov. Not that I'm going to buy it, but we could theoretically afford it. I don't intend on buying any vehicles unless that vehicle is capable of artillery fire. Otherwise, it's just a waste. Yeah, ammo thumper. I've got enough tonnage to work with that. I don't really need a heat bank. They're not that great. I mean, they are, but they're not. Not in the way that I would use it. Laser AMS, the quick cell. Yeah, it's just not looking quite what I want. Of course, this is Shades Bombard, complete with spikes. I don't need it, and also it's 14 million Seables, which it definitely does not deserve to be 14 million Seables. So there's that. Black market? Yeah, there's nothing in the black market, unfortunately. I think what I want to do is I want to buy the next level of training module, because I want to save some time. I want to know what the next month market is going to be before I just sink all of my cash into it. Alright, so, command center.
Commander.
Nothing new came up. So we are fighting amongst the very small pool that is left. I mean, obviously these two are the ones to take. Although you're gonna be the next hardest. I think I'm gonna see if I can't shotgun home. Wrong with the Stormcrow? Oh right, the Stormcrow Prime lost his entire arm. Right, that's annoying. Try shotgunning over two more of the hand and Omnipod lower. Could have those. Lower, and ooh, I do not have a hand. That's annoying. Weapons. Now I had a standard mortar. I can now switch over to a clan mortar, which is apparently significantly lighter. That's 10 tons, and the clan mortar is 5 tons. So yeah, I could actually do a mortar 16. With all that tonnage saved, I have a lot of weight. It's actually kind of tempting. Like, really tempting, because that'll literally double my damage. But the problem is, if we do that, we don't have the ammunition for it. Because we've only got 40 shots in this. If we're shooting 16 at a time, I have to drop the laser rifle, needs 2 hands. Oh, right, good point. That's why we had the other hand in there. I don't want to lose my laser rifle. Do claws count? Claws do not count. So I can't, because these are incorrect. Losing the laser rifle would really suck, actually. So I suppose the obvious answer is to do this. Is it here? And that's the obvious solution to that problem. Fill in that specialist slot with something else. Advanced Optics Mark II. Vision off and put in the Advanced Optics Mark II. Could throw in an exchanger. Seems like such a waste, though. Cool shot. This is the temporary design. I'm definitely going to want to remove this. Not the clan one? Oh. 6 and 1/2 shots either. It's not, but I am not thinking straight today. Do a heavy large laser. That would actually kind of justify the... That would justify the exchanger at that point. Apparently that doesn't help much. 116? Wow. That's not where it'll work. Cool shot the back in. Weapon. Lasers. Where's my clan ear larges? There it is. I have 11 of them for a reason. Oh, you have a Nova CWS. I need one of those. Am I getting anything for having this Artemis? Oh, right, the cluster. That's why I kept it. Do I have any other mortars? Airburst, flare, guided. I think I actually may want to lean in the other direction. Give me 20 shots. Put in only one of these. Puts me up to a mortar 12. And then one more ton of actual mortar ammo. When I want to go airburst, airburst has a VTOL accuracy buff, and also acts as if it were basically an LBX round for mortar. Splits into 4 fragments, get it over the place, +4 accuracy against their unit types. But I'm receiving a critical hit, and oh, that's just the internal. Might be worth taking. Although then I'm sort of running that whole problem of having like 15 different kinds of ammunition, and that just becomes a major pain in the behind. And a heatsink. Looks good. No heatsink. No heatsink needed. It gives me flexibility, and I kind of prize that flexibility. We'll do something like that. We'll need to work on finding another Omnipod hand at some point. Once we can put that back in, we'll put the laser rifle back on.
I'll let you know,
and that'll be a significant increase to the firepower of the back. Actually, I could just build like an all mortar design. That'd be pretty funny. Alright, do the command center. I think we're going to try and ram through the rest of these. The rest of these theft missions. I mean, they're super cheap. Last mission was about the worst possible case scenario, so yeah, we'll do this. Because we have 2 people that are currently on the bench, and we were already at a pretty decent rotation. If we take this one and the next one, that should actually put us down to a standard mission to be able to take for the rest of the month. And now I don't think the game is going to let us actually resolve all of the missions before the end of the month, but it'd be pretty funny if we could pull that off. Actually pull off nice, quick, easy missions for that money. That's sweet, sweet money. The only reason we come here. The other missions, though, aren't going to be somewhat unfortunate because they're 8v8s and they pay out terribly. So at that point, they become basically experience generators and nothing else. Because in order to actually make money on them, we'll either have to go with 2 versus 1, which isn't great, unfortunately, because it puts us in a position where we don't have parity with them, which obvious, but that parity allows us to take advantage and make it very cheap. Really? That close, you say? But being 1 for 1 allows us to take the missions for very cheap because we can alpha and destroy targets incredibly quickly. Is that another Orion? Holy God. It's another bloody Orion. Alright, see you around, Antonides. And a Marauder. Okay. This is less than good. I'm gonna reserve all the way to the bottom, just like last time. What?
Light damage, Commander.
Somebody's gonna have to explain what the hell that just was. I think we're good. Move into the zone. Are we actually? Oh, we might actually make the zone. Yep, we made the zone. Got a kobold done here. We're off over there. I mean, we may as well take a pot shot at something. Not like we are penalized for it. And you're gonna hella chop your way right out up here. Slightly more defense, and I will fire all of this YOLO.
Attacking from position.
If he wants to come at us, he's gonna have to advance into that, so that's lovely. The rule number 1, get on the move as fast as possible. Hello, Nisus, welcome to the stream. Lurk while some 40k time? What? Darius, you are not needed in this company. I want you to fully understand that. This Orion is packing some really nasty stuff. At least I think it's that Orion. No defense is so wow, okay. I'm going to assume those were rockets.
Oh, my armor's melting off.
And then the Marauder, this is the most dangerous moment. X-pulse lasers! Ha!
Damage minimal.
Oh god. We reserved too much! Luckily he missed. But I want to know what in the heck that Orion is. Can I get any potential more speed than that? No, probably not.
Roger that.
We're going to try and gain some high ground advantage here. Do we have some sensors on you? We don't. Do I care to get sensors on you? I do not. We're only in this for some fast cash. No more, no less.
Looking out.
Again, you are my target because them X-pulses I don't want to deal with. Did actually manage to hit you, which is good. Please tell me good. Good, good, good. That means the Ifrit's going to be able to roll hard and quick. And actually... I can't actually break contact. Would have been really fun, but unfortunately, I'll just have to use my high ground advantage. Now taken to its logical conclusion. Okay, Orion. It is an Orion 1X. His gun was jammed last round. It is not jammed anymore.
Waiting for orders.
And of course, those that Marauder is not going to suffer the same problem, unfortunately. Okay, he's gonna slip up on us. Clueless, how much would you bring if you want maximum speed? 7. Oh, that's good. Here's the thing, I don't know how fast the AWACS is gonna move. So I'm gonna reserve. I need to know how far this AWACS is gonna move before I pull him off this hilltop. How?
Damn it, I've got an armor breach.
Yeah, please tell me that's a roof breach. Ooh, okay. That phases out. These Ifrits the Ifrit keeps coming closer and closer and closer than I'd like to destruction. Okay, good, you're gonna get out, no problem. Lovely. Coming back on down the mountain.
Yes, Commander.
Oh no, that was a side angle open. Oh, we came very close to losing this one. Luckily, we're out before they had a chance to do anything. I really need to invest in more VTOLs. I need to come up with some solution to that problem. Because the higher level ones, the 2 skulls, much more dangerous. Although I am very happy that I'm able to get through these missions without actually having to risk anything. So, losing the Ifrit, of course, would be tragic. Because we fought so hard to get one. But fighting all of that for no reward just seems so pointless, you know? Because really the reward that they offer you on these missions is absolute garbage. Like facing off against that, what economical force would I be able to deploy against that? I don't know. Twin X-pulse lasers, twin ERPPCs, and a rack on the Orion. A rack 10 on the Orion, by the way. Yes, I think it was a rack 10. It was doing 60 damage per shot, so pretty big, pretty heavy hitting target or weapon system. Although maybe, I suppose it could have been a Hellstorm. That'd be fine. Hey, Clan Diamond Shark stealing from Ross Long, as good things should be. One more day on the Stormcrow Prime. And our pilots are going to be very much sleepy for that. There is only one more. Oh, no, it repopulated the list. Any duels? AV8, 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 4v4. 4v4 three-way. 4v4 team deathmatch. Mech deathmatch. What's the difference? But there is only a single recovery mission left. This will be a half skull, which I think we can pull a half skull off. Give me 2 vehicle pilots. Gamroth, preferably not. I would like my lowest skill level pilots. Alright. Pyro versus Plate versus Gamroth. So 10, 5, 10, 10, and Gamroth is a 10, 10. Alright, so yeah, they're basically the same. Guess Gamroth, you're gonna fly the Ifrit, and we'll have the other one, my other only vehicle pilot, will drive the AWACS. And we'll slide in this last recovery mission out, and that'll clear out all the recoveries from the. So at least there will be that. Yeah, I do find it somewhat amusing that it constantly repopulates the list, so you can't actually get a board clear, which is a little disappointing. I have to admit there is a little part of me that is slightly disappointed by the fact that I can't clear the entire mission queue. I wonder how a 150-ton mech would deal with a 2.5 skill mission on Solaris. Not quite sure. It'd be very interesting actually to find that out. We're gonna hope that we can once again slip in, slip out. This time it's only a single skull. I don't think we're going to be facing all that heavy opposition. I could be wrong. It may just be like all kinds of LRM anti-aircraft carriers or some shit, but I don't think so. Maybe we'll get lucky again. We'll be able to spawn right on top of it again, because that was fun. Flag, how close can I get to it? Okay, yeah, so we're not going to be able to cheese it quite as hard. Oh wow. Yeah, they are right on the drop zone this time. So this is the closest we're going to be able to get. So a little bit longer of a trip this time, which is somewhat unfortunate.
Good spot to work on a tan. Should have brought sunglasses.
Alright, we have a dervish, which is not what we want to see. Phoenix, maybe? And then whatever the heck you are. Yeah, this is not a great setup for us, unfortunately. Oh, there you are. Phoenix and an unknown. 2 Phoenixes and a dervish? 3 Phoenixes and a dervish? Might be. I think you're... That's not a Grendel, is it? Shouldn't be.
Waiting for the right move.
Yeah, I'm not sure which dervish we're talking about here. Yeah, it's a dervish, or a Phoenix. Okay, mostly terrible weapons, but that's fine. And a Clint. Right, with the ugly ears. So 2 Phoenixes, a Clint, and a dervish. What? Oh, the deploy thing is there again, or was. So that sacrifices. Oh, that's what it is on those missions where sometimes it gives me a turn and sometimes it doesn't. I've been wondering.
What do you need?
I mean, not all that hard, but I have been wondering. Dervishes, or not dervishes. Phoenixes, I thought were PPC, but apparently they're AC5. Okay. Well, in that case, enjoy.
Yes, Commander.
Forward. Good at you. And the artillery, which of course Mercs isn't anything useful.
Orders.
And then the Ifrit will... Oh, we're going to be just off map. Or just off target. It may actually be worth going after the Dervish on this one. Can I get any more speed? No. So 4 is the best I can manage anyway. So in that case, yeah, it's definitely worth going after this to shut these guys down. Make it so they can't give chase. We'll even throw in the Warlord, make this as accurate as we possibly can. Because if I can cluster all of... Never mind, I didn't need all of that.
Enemy down.
So that's a bit of a wasted concentrated
I've got
minefield.
no ammo in
But that is indeed a minefield of doom.
damage
Ow.
is light. Yep.
Alright, AWACS. I want you to pick up the only other person who still needs to move this round. Well, aside from the Clint.
Copy that.
Who needs to counter Clint? Oh, wait, no, this was an 8v8. Shoot. Ah. Well, it still was a good idea because next turn I'll be able to get over here. So this way I've actually removed one of the more dangerous targets from the field. So still a reasonable thing to have pulled off. Because there's more of them than I thought. My point defense system is superior to entire mech. Just take that into account. I guess it's 2C. 2C? Wait, what? That could mean ATMs. Which would be very, very, very bad. Although I'm going to assume not because it didn't hit me. No. Print. Ooh, I may have screwed myself a little bit.
Hauling off.
Capture the flag. Shoot you in the back. I was hoping for some sort of ammunition explosion, but hey, take what you can get. Also get up to 4 and spin, and we'll hopefully crit something out of his engine.
Putting one in the back.
Wasn't gonna happen. The odds of it weren't great anyway. It'd get a little bit more ugly than I had originally anticipated. I mistimed my distances. Mistimed my it works. More or less. You get the idea behind it. 16. Ow. At least that looked like a hit. Although the armor bar didn't go down much, so possibly not. I'm gonna roll on it. And accomplish nothing. Because it's a Clint and Clints don't accomplish things anyway. As we all know.
The asset has been secured. And
yes, now where do we leave? To the evac point. Oh good, that's not terrible. Okay, so it's not as great as it could have been. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full tilt for it. Give myself a vigilance. The vigilance mainly just to give myself any additional armor protection I can manage. Thing with this, all out here. Yes, they're probably gonna be shooting me in the behind anyway, but hey, that's okay. Speed is king.
The asset is taking damage, Commander.
Darius? Not today. A wasp land? Wow, that is some pretty interesting technology out of their second lance. Jeez, I would not have anticipated that. At least he didn't manage to hit me this time. We should be able to get out of the start next turn. Shoot, it's only causing 4 damage, so it's gotta be LRMs.
Light damage, Commander.
Nothing too dangerous.
Orders.
Efforts. I don't want to get shot at from behind, but I think that might be the safest thing anyway.
Commander.
165, 55, 90. But then that big 163. But I'm at 5 at the moment. Yeah, that would bring me closer to them. I don't want to do that. Nord I don't really care as much about. As long as I know I can make the turn inside. Alright, we let the last of the enemy units go and figure out what it is they're going to do. Shooting my AWACS, apparently. And then these two. You did not fire your cannon. You did, but my point defense was reset for your missiles, so we're fine. So now we just have the Pegasus 2C, and then we're out free. Oh, no, I lost mine. Did the Pegasus 2C already go? Oh, no, I didn't see his chevron. Never mind.
Waiting for my opening.
Now we can go.
Yeah?
We are out of here.
Heading out.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
Perfect. Nice, quick, easy, and most of all, money.
Successful.
And that'll clear out the last of that. We've managed to finish off all of the recovery missions, which is pretty nice. Now we don't have to worry about any of that crap. So we're going to put a cut on in here for the YouTube people. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrank. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every single time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment and we'll see you all in the next episode.